Hey, good morning, everybody. Ira Bowman, your account manager in the Bay Area for California Surveying and Draft Supply, and founder of Project Help You Grow. Project Help You Grow does two things on LinkedIn. It's helping people grow their network, and on the internet, on the website, it's helping you with your job search needs for free. So if you're looking to grow your network, join the group on Project Help You Grow on LinkedIn. And if you need job search assistance for free, go ahead and check us out at the website at projecthelpyougrow.com. Today, I actually want to talk to people about LinkedIn. Something that I've been seeing a lot of is people kind of getting down on themselves. I'm sharing my screen right now. I'm sharing my activity feed. I don't usually share this because, frankly, it's not relevant for most of you. But when you post, there's obviously a set of metrics. People call them vanity metrics. How many likes did you get? How many comments did you get? How many shares did you get? And what can be discouraging, and why I'm bringing this up, is someone with a smaller network, or maybe somebody who's just got started, will compare themselves to a large person, with a huge network. I don't have a huge network. I'm just at, as you can see, just almost at 40,000 people. But I haven't always been at 40,000 people, and I didn't always know how to use LinkedIn. We all start somewhere. So there's an expression like, you've got to crawl before you can walk, and you've got to walk before you jog, and jog before you run. It's much like that on LinkedIn too. Okay, so if you are just getting started, and let's say you have a network of 500 people or 5,000 people, and you make a post, you shouldn't expect it to perform as well as maybe somebody with 15,000, 20,000, 30,000, and on up the chain, right? Here's what you can do. You can compare your posts against themselves, figure out what works for you, and then do better. I had somebody comment on actually this post right here, which is my latest post about what's stopping me from growing on LinkedIn, right? It's some very basic ideas. Look, a lot of my posts are basic because I'm speaking mostly to people on LinkedIn who don't know how to use it, and I'm trying to help encourage them. If you want more advanced techniques, just go through my articles, read my blogs on my website. Those are where you get the more advanced lessons. But most of my posts are going to be geared towards, the 80% of LinkedIn who doesn't really know how to use it. In LinkedIn Local, just this last week, Diana Nguyen came in and she talked about, less than 1% of people on LinkedIn are shooting videos and posting videos. That just gives you an idea of how few people actually know how to use the platform, because videos are obviously the most popular form of communication anymore. And if you're not shooting and producing videos, you're hurting yourself. So you can get in the front of the wave and the momentum by shooting a video. But was the question: do emojis help you get better matrix, better response rate? And I said, well, they do, as long as you use them like bullet points. Right? I'm not using them just throughout my posts, but I use them as bullet points. And the bullet points obviously help make it a little cleaner, maybe a little bit more visually exciting. Another expression that Diana used was candy, and this is like candy in the post. If you use it in the right way, it can help draw people's visual attention. Absolutely. So look, this post right here is all just text. I don't have any website links, external exit routes, if you will, taking the viewers somewhere else. And LinkedIn's algorithm, for me, really likes it. Look at that, 25,000 views in 16 hours, 377 engagements, and 421 comments. That's pretty good results. I'll take that all day long, okay? Here's another one, very similar. No external website with a picture in it, and it's been up for 23 hours with half the views as the text only. So for me, as you can see, when I add a photo, even though it's well done and it's got some people with larger networks, Diana's in there and a few others, it's only 12,000, but still 162 engagements, 61 comments. I'll take that. That's good, right? This is another one I put in a group that I have called Bay Area Referrals Exchange. Now, this is a group with only like 85 people. So, you're not going to get large results out of that. So we'll just scroll by it. This is a video. Now look at the video, okay? And if you think it's a coincidence, there's two of them side by side, shot relatively, I think within 3 hours of each other, okay? 5,200, 5,200. Look, the algorithm does not like videos as much for me as it does photos and text only, okay? So this is kind of what you can do with yourself is go, okay, well, when I create this type of post, I get this type of result. Now, the other thing I'll tell you is the time of day that you post will make a difference based on your network. So it doesn't matter when I post what results I get. It only matters when you post what you get. Don't focus on what other people are doing and the results they're getting. Focus on what you're doing and the results you're getting. If you're not getting good results, message me. Let's talk about what you're doing, and I'll help you to increase the results for you. That's what Project Help You Grow, the group, is all about. I will put Project Help You Grow, the group's link in the comments so that you can join it. If I put it in the post, nobody will see this video. So that's the way it goes. Now, articles too. So articles came up in the LinkedIn local in San Francisco, and I want to talk about it because a lot of people don't understand why would you want to use articles. Articles are never going to score as well as a post, but for SEO value, your post, your general posts don't do you any good because you don't have I'm going to show you. If I click on this right here, okay, I want you to look at this link. Okay, it's IRA detail recent activity shares. This has its own link, but when I click on this, actually I can't do it this way. Hang on a second. I have to copy that. I'm going to create a new one and I'm going to take it here. Okay. So this right here is not a searchable link. If you type in Google, try to search it, you're not going to find it. But if you go to an article and you click on an article, in fact, I'm going to do the same thing here just so that I can not lose this page. If you come here, this is something that you can find on Google in a Google search or DuckDuckSoup or whatever, YouTube, Bing, whatever search engine you're using. You can search these, okay? So for SEO value, articles, even though, look, this thing's been up now for 2 days and it's had 1,800 views. That's actually pretty good for an article, okay? But compared to a picture only post, right? That's what that is. 12,000, right? So the difference is it's like 1/10 of the volume, and this is twice as it's been out for twice as long. The fact is though that you should do both. You should have articles and you should have posts. The posts will help you build your network. The articles will help you build your SEO. Anyways, I hope that's not too complicated. I always try to keep these things simple, easy to understand. SEO, in case you don't know, search engine optimization, it's how you get found on a website search engine, right? If you type in Ira Bowman on a search engine, there's a list of results that come up. In fact, I'll show you real quick, okay? So on Google, you could do it on anyone. Just type in Ira Bowman or your name. Some people, they come right up. They don't have to do anything because there's not a lot of people with your name. For me, I'm Ira Bowman, but does this look like me? It sure doesn't. You know why? Because this guy played in the NBA and he's famous. He's also now a coach. He's retired from the NBA, but now he's a coach. So he gets a lot of press. He gets a lot of free publicity on major websites. I have to overcome it. Now, a year ago when I first did this, you couldn't find me unless you were over here in the 7, 8, 9, 10s. But now if you come on the second page, I start to show up. The very first one, that's me, is actually I'm not on the second page on this one. Last time I did this, I was on the second page. So here I am right here. Okay, this is my LinkedIn profile. Now, when I first did this, you had to get to page 10 to find my LinkedIn profile. Here's my Twitter profile. Okay, this is me on Facebook. In case you guys are curious, that's me right there. Okay, so having the articles, having my profile on SPN, having my profile on Twitter, on YouTube, on Project Help You Grow, having all these different links helps my SEO score improve. I'm now the second most famous Ira Bowman in all the world. And ironically, there's 13 Ira M. Bowmans in the United States. Is that funny? Anyways, eventually I will be number one. My goal is to do it by the middle of 2020. So you can follow along, search Ira Bowman on Google and see what comes up. And maybe that's why I came up on the third page instead of the second page. Maybe it's because I didn't put the M. I don't know. But whatever. That's the idea. Okay, that's why articles are important. So to recap, don't worry if you're not getting the same post metrics as Oleg or somebody that is in your group like Craig. Somebody who's got a large network. Don't freak out about that. Worry about your results. Compare yourself to what you did yesterday. Always try to get better, right? If you're engaging with people, basically just follow these rules. If you haven't read my articles about how to grow and excel on LinkedIn, continuing to grow and excel on LinkedIn, again, I'll post those in the comments so you've got the links. Read them. Follow my instructions. I will show you how I did it. Look, I started last year in May with 1,520 connections, and now I've got, like I said, just shy of 40,000 on LinkedIn. How? Well, read these. I'll tell you how. You can do it. I'm not charging a penny for anything. Everything I do on LinkedIn is completely free. So help yourself, and you will have better results, and you compare yourself to yourself. You won't get depressed or discouraged. You'll be encouraged because you will see gains. Now, I also want to share something. Again, I don't share the stuff trying to brag or anything like that. I don't actually think they're that impressive. I know people have much better results. This is another thing. People go, well, it doesn't really matter. This is irrelevant. Well, it is relevant, and I'll tell you how. If you do certain types of things each week, you can track what works for you with your network, because that's what it all boils down to. It's not me versus anybody else. It's me versus myself. If I want to improve what I'm doing, this is a snapshot of like instant results. Okay, what you did garnered X amount of views. Okay, next week I'm going to try to tweak it a little bit and do something a little bit different and make it better. I'm going to augment. Now, how did that play? Well, some weeks I do really well. Some weeks I do not so well. This right here, by the way, I was on vacation. I get a lot of people say, why that big drop off? Well, I wasn't on LinkedIn because I was in Florida. So forgive me, right? But it probably would have come more across straight line. But anyways, this is a good way to gauge how you're doing. How many people are looking at you? It doesn't matter if it says 135 or 50,000. It doesn't matter. Compare the chart up and down. Just follow the up and down. Is it a big up? Is it a big down? Is it riding the same? That's how you could use this chart to help you. Who cares if you got 500 views or 10,000 views? Realistically, as your network grows, the number of profile views you get every day will grow automatically. But just compare each week. Did you go up? Okay, what did you do that week different than the week before? Let's incorporate more of that. And maybe sometimes it's not what you did better. It's just that you did something maybe not so good. So also look at what you didn't do. Okay, last week I did this and I didn't get good results. This week I changed it up, and so I did some good activity, but I also maybe didn't do the thing that sucked it down, right? Like maybe you only posted videos, or maybe you didn't post at all, or maybe you didn't comment on anybody's posts. I'm finding that it's not so much about what you create as much as how much you engage with others. So if you spend like 80% of your time just commenting on other people's posts, be positive, be encouraging, add some ideas, some value to the conversations, you'll grow like a weed. You don't even have to contribute at all. So if you're an introvert and you're kind of shy, just comment on the things you feel comfortable with. Give a like, but don't just give a thumbs up. This is the other thing I'd like to show you guys just real quick. So in your, if you want to stand out, okay, what you can do to help yourself stand out is, instead of just giving a thumbs up, like if I come here to this one, 354 people out of 377 gave a thumbs up. You want to stand out with people? Do a heart, a light bulb, a clap, or a curious. Who cares? You're supporting it. But am I more likely to go through 354 or 9? Right? These people have much better chance of being seen by me and therefore being recognized as contributing to my post, and therefore more likely to build a friendship or a rapport with me than the 354. It's not that I don't appreciate these people, I do, but I'm not likely to see them, not when there's 354 of them. But this one guy who did curious, like I wanted to reach out to him and say, what's curious about my post? Maybe he doesn't see it as curious, but that's what it's supposed to represent. And these ones, I always love when people are cheering me on. Like, Krista, thank you very much for celebrating and cheering my post. I appreciate that. All these guys, I want to reach out and say thank you. Now, I do that in the comments because that's just my personality and my style. But if you want to stand out, here's a way to do it. Don't give a thumbs up. Give a clap. Give a light bulb. Do something. And then comment, right? If you come through here, one thing you'll notice about me, every single person that comments to me, I respond. And that is a way to build relationships. So anyways, this video is getting long. I'm going to cut it off now. I hope it was a help. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them for me in the comments. Have a great day, everybody.